Imagine waking up every day shackled, not by chains you can see, but by rules no one dared to question. The rules of capitalism, the ones that shape markets, companies, entire industries, are shifting beneath your feet, and you don't even realize it. Private equity, once the silent corner of the financial world, is moving faster, smarter, and deeper than almost anyone expected, quietly rewriting the playbook that all leaders, investors, and visionaries have been following for decades. But here's the real deal. This is not just about money. It's about power, control, and whether you can still shape your destiny, or if you're about to become another piece on the chessboard. You feel it, don't you? That grinding tension when the familiar strategies fail you, when the old ways of raising capital, scaling businesses, or delivering value fall short. You see others adapting, thriving, rewriting their rules, and recruiting the future while you're still stuck in yesterday's game. It's frustrating, almost maddening. A slow choke on ambition, and a clear sign that everything you thought you knew, every comfort zone, and every best practice is under siege. Private equity is no longer just acquiring companies. It's reshaping industries, rewiring entire ecosystems, and bending capitalism, brick by brick, to a new script written by the restless, the bold, the unbreakable few. But if all you hear about private equity is that it's secretive, ruthless, and distant, this can blind you. What's really happening is far more intricate, more urgent, and frankly more dangerous to those who refuse to see it coming. Private equity is becoming the invisible engine steering business success and failure, the hidden force that decides who thrives and who is discarded. This is not some abstract power play, it's the very ground where your company's fate rests. Ignoring it? That's a slow funeral for your legacy. You've struggled with chasing growth. Founders and CEOs often tell us about the sleepless nights, the push for efficiency, the constant hunt for new capital, and yet the returns keep shrinking. Why? Because the old rules of capitalism, competition, transparency, individual innovation, are fading. They are being replaced by a system where scale without soul rules, where consolidation kills diversity, and where financial engineering trumps genuine value creation. The problem isn't that private equity is too fast or aggressive, it's that the rest of the business world is asleep while this transformation unfolds right under their feet. So what do you do? Where do you turn when the familiar networks don't flex with the new reality? When traditional capital markets don't offer the agility or insight you need? When consultants churn out platitudes but deliver no real breakthroughs? The answer is in rejecting the status quo itself. This means waking up from the myth that capitalism is a fixed game, that markets are fair, or that being good enough keeps you safe. The real edge belongs to those who understand that private equity, and the new capitalism it's crafting, is about survival of the most adaptable, the most connected, and the most unapologetically sovereign actors in the economy. Private equity shines because it does what most companies won't. It's fiercely focused on transformation, not just transaction. It's obsessed with deep alignment, definition, purpose, execution that most public companies can barely imagine. It employs ruthless selectivity, choosing not just assets, but partners, strategies, and leadership who share a burning hunger to remake their corners of the world. This is the code that no press release talks about, but it's the secret weapon for anyone who's had enough of being boxed in by old, rigid structures. Ask yourself, are you bold enough to question everything you've accepted as normal? Because the greatest shifts in this era will belong to those who are ready to unlearn the rules of the game and refuse compliance with systems designed to limit rather than liberate. The world of private equity teaches that patience is power. The long game beats the quick win every time, but only for those who dare to play it differently. You cannot merely keep up. You must outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast. And that starts with cultivating not just capital, but fierce sovereignty over your own decisions, your own path, and your own destiny. This is why connection matters more than ever. You're not alone in this fight, but the world doesn't reward the mediocre crowd. It honors the rare, the misunderstood, the ones burning with potential untapped and brilliance misaligned. Private equity's strength lies in creating ecosystems where such rare individuals and teams can link, collaborate, and amplify their impact beyond what any solo mission could achieve. If you crave more than just capital, if you want real power, you must seek synergy. Build relationships so deeply strategic, so brutally honest, that they become unstoppable forces of change. This kind of connection is the antidote to isolation, and it's where you find the tools and allies needed to rewrite your rules. The truth is, your fight isn't just about markets or investments. It's about reclaiming control over your reality, breaking free from the convenience and complacency that have quietly imprisoned you. Private equity doesn't idolize comfort. It demands relentless action, ruthless clarity, and a willingness to burn what no longer serves you to make space for what can. This fires the individual, the company, and the industry to levels previously thought impossible. It is not easy. Nothing worth having ever is. But within this challenge lies the unmistakable opportunity to leapfrog into a new era where success is defined by who dares to become more. If you feel that tension inside you, the one that whispers you were built for more, then you're already part of the revolution that private equity is igniting. It's a call to stop waiting, stop accepting diluted realities, and start forging your own future with brutal honesty and unyielding will. The safe paths are dead ends. The new capitalism demands that you be sovereign, critical, and selective. Choose partners who match your fire, strategies that redefine your landscape, and a vision that refuses to settle for incremental gains. But here's the crucial insight. This is not about attacking capitalism or blaming private equity. It's about understanding the raw truth that in this new game, power is held by those who master transformation at every level: personal, financial, strategic. The old capitalism handed you a rulebook. Private equity is tearing that book up and rewriting the laws. You can watch from the sidelines, or you can grab the pen. This new capitalism is ruthless. It ignores comfort and rewards the relentless. It respects sovereignty and punishes complacency. It's not a place for the faint-hearted or those clinging desperately to outdated ideas about fairness or stability. It's a crucible for creators who refuse to compromise and an arena for leaders who measure success by their ability to transform rather than conform. Right now, in boardrooms, investment chambers, and company halls worldwide, this tectonic shift is rolling through. Those who recognize it and adapt are not just surviving. They are thriving, becoming the architects of a new order where capitalism serves the visionary, not the machine. Those who don't will become relics, ghost stories whispered by the new breed of founders, investors, and builders who refuse to play by old rules. So what does freedom look like in this new market? It's brutal honesty. It's ruthless clarity about which parts of your business and yourself must die for growth to live. It's relentless pursuit of partnerships that stretch you beyond your comfort zone. It's embracing transformation as your only truth. It's sovereignty. Yes, sovereignty over your will and your vision, because without that, you are just a pawn waiting to be moved. This is how private equity gambles and wins. You can't replicate this with a spreadsheet or strategy session. It must be lived, breathed, and fought for. This is the moment to question every assumption you hold about capital, growth, leadership, and value. Are you ready to burn what you've been told is standard and build a strategy that's savage in its clarity and uncompromising in its execution? Only those who do will rewrite their futures. The quiet revolution brewing inside private equity is both a warning and a promise. The era of passive capitalism is over. The age of the fierce, sovereign individual and strategic partnership is here. It's not comfortable. It's not polite. It's necessary. If you want to be a leader who transcends, who actualizes rare brilliance, who taps into forces unseen by the many, then the time to act is now. The system may not have a place for you yet, but the new world does. This new private equity, with its fire and freedom, is a crucible for the few who dare to become radical architects of the future. This is how empires fall and how new ones rise. Don't just watch it happen. Become the spark that ignites it. Because the true power of this moment isn't in waiting for change. It's in being the change itself.